What is up, guys? Gilgamesh from Reddit Phoenix here, bringing you a couple of the attacks from the RWCS versus OneHive war. So I understand that a lot of my supporters are from Reddit Phoenix or from the RWCS subreddit. So in an effort to pander to you guys instead of I'm going to try to show the lower hero attacks and hope that the big YouTubers that you guys all watch will show you the really nice 30-30 heroes attacks, because we all know level 30 heroes can dick on a max Town Hall 9. The Town Hall 10's video is going to be a separate one. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out. But yeah, so I'm going to try to show you guys lower hero attacks. So we're just showing OneHive's defenses, so the RWCS's attacks this war, and we are going to start with Flow on IM kickbacks. So Flo is actually the lowest Town Hall 9 of the RWCS in this war, and he's coming in with 15-13. So in these types of attacks, you really got to let your troops and deployment speak for you, instead of the other way around, where you just let your level 30 heroes double jump through the base and take like 50-60% of it out. Not saying there's any less skill involved with that, there's probably more, but I think this is going to be more applicable. So anyway, he's going to drop a few loons over there to take out those point defenses. Always good if you can get a 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 trade. Then he's going to start with a stone coho at the top of the screen. Heavy on the wizards, really creating that funnel, and he's going to wall break that segment so he can jump right into the core there. As you can see, his queen is coming into the center here, followed by the king. Great patience there, and he's going to drop a rage for him. That queen's going to make short work of those balloons. Not that short work, because she's only level 13. As you guys can see, the two hogs over there coming in on that cannon. So that's great. A bomb gets triggered in the core right there. As those hogs take out that other point defense, that could not have been a bomb spot. But still a great deployment, as he's going to start in with a textbook surgical hog deployment here. Healing where he needs him as his heroes come through the center of the base. His king goes down, as a lower level king will often do. So it's not going to be tanking, but as you guys can see, he still has 2 full golems up as his hogs are running through the base. So great patience here by Flo. Again, I don't know where Flo is from, but maybe you guys could help me in the comments below. So he's going to go ahead and drop this last heal over here. He's got a lot of hogs left. I really need to figure out surgical. It seems that whenever I watch these raids, he's only dropping a couple of hogs at a time, but at the end they seem to magically appear on the last couple of defenses. So great attack by Flo, as he right there activates the queen's ability. Didn't even need to use it. A lot of high hit point storages there at the bottom, but not going to be a big deal, as he or she is going to finish off this attack with plenty of time to spare. So great attack, Flo. Alright, the next attack we're going to take a look at is Flo again on 42. I'm not playing favorites here. I really don't know who Flo is, but he or she has really low heroes, so I think that's what you guys are going to learn the most from. So here we go. Another hog attack. This time he's going to bring 2 witches in place of that 3rd tank, but again, just going to take that trade right there with that loon on the left. So that's a great touch right there, and I believe he also gets this cannon. Mortar. So that's great, because he's going to just lure with a hog over there. And he's going to bring him up. We're going to fast forward through that, because no one likes to see that. The dragon's going to split. I'm not sure what his goal was there. I don't think he wanted the dragon to split, but it's not going to matter in the end. So as we are going to try to get that versus thing out of the way, so we can record all of that. Very nice. Golem going in there on that cannon. And another one on that archer tower is already down. Those skeletons are distracting the dragon, as the queen's going to lock on there. Wizards on the right finishing up that funnel, and the dragon's going to go down right there. Again, great patience on the king. You gotta let that funnel create itself before, or you gotta let the wizards create that funnel before you send that king in, as that wall break is going to open that compartment, which is going to allow him to jump all the way into that queen's compartment right there. Finally sends the king in. He's got nowhere to go except straight into the center of the base. Great funnel right there. And as he lumbers in, he is going to drop a rage right there, just get everything moving. Again, beautiful trade. Didn't work out that time on that cannon, because it retargeted off the skeletons, and his queen ran around the side of the base for some reason, but this is the power of this attack. Really features the power of his hogs. So we're just going to sit back and watch as he executes a beautiful surgical hog attack, dropping a heal right where he needs him, next to those large large buildings right there, the big cluster, as he's got about 8 hogs right there. Bomb's going to go off, but that's not a big deal, and his queen's actually going to come around and play catch up, so she's going to help out in the back end there. I'm pretty sure that's not what he or she intended, but not a big deal. As you guys can see, the double set did get triggered there, but it got triggered one at a time, so that's not going to be a big deal at all, as we're going to just fast forward through the rest of this raid. And great job, Flo. 6-star war, obviously. And the next attack we're going to look at is by Cayuse. I don't know how to say that, so I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. Taking on OneHive's number 41, Arrow. So this attack, of course, is a Laloon raid, so you don't see many of those at a very high level nowadays, so great job, man. And yeah, as you guys can see, his queen and king are only 15 and 15, so another nice raid here that I'm sure most of you watching will be able to do with your own heroes at home. So I thought that was cutting it a bit close on the funnel there, but I'm sure Cayuse knows what he's doing more than I do. So his queen is actually going to be, sorry guys, I'm a little sick. She's going to be drawn around the edge of the base right there, but she's going to reroute right into the center to get those loons. Wouldn't really matter anyway, of course, because it's an air raid, as he's going to start with this Laloon deployment. Haste obviously making such a big difference with those loons just being sped up right into the core, dropping the rage for the expos, as he's going to drop his last lava hound in the clan castle, the max one right there. As you guys can see, the queen actually did get taken out by the balloons and the clan castle, but he's still got 2 rages, a lot of lava pups for cleanup, and all his troops are air. So the after that Golemite goes down right there, it's not even going to matter in the outcome of the raid. The cleanup's not done yet, but we all know what happens now, so let's go ahead and fast forward. Those loons getting completely ignored. Beautiful attack. Nice job, Cayuse. Alright, so as soon as this one finishes up, we're going to go ahead and go over to number 38, which is Secant taking on Clickety Clack. So a beautiful AQ walk by Secant right here. He did have 30-30 heroes, so I apologize about this, but this attack was so nice I had to show it. So we're going to actually ×2 through this AQ walk over here, because we all know the mechanics of the pathing that the AQ takes, as he's going to start in his shatter from the top. So right as soon as those wall breakers go down, we're going to actually put it down to 1 as he drops his king in. Healers are still up. Jump spell, really taking advantage of that. Look at how far his troops are going to get into the core. He's going to open up every single one of those compartments with that jump spell. As he's going to drop a rage for his troops. The dragon's actually going to lock into the queen, somewhat unfortunately, but she's being healed by the healer, so 1 activation of her ability, and she's going to be right back up to full health, no problem. So you guys can see, the king is able to jump into the center, beautiful jump spell placement, and take out the enemy queen. As we can see, giant bombs going down the left as he starts in his surgical hogs from the right. So really nice attack. So you guys all know what happens. 1, because you saw the the 3-star on the clan war recap, but also because look at this attack. How could it not be a 3-star? Beautiful deployment, beautiful heal spells. He's still got a heal in the bag. He is not even going to need it, even though he uses it. Oops, sorry. As he's going to finish this attack with a swag poison in the middle. So great attack by Secant. Good stuff, man. Next one we're going to check out is 34. Austin taking on Leo Liger. Again, I'm sorry, another 30-30, but I know you guys love Valks, and I know you guys love Quakes. So Austin's going to start off by dropping those 4 Earthquake spells, taking advantage of that, I believe, what was 7 tiles. Opening up that whole core. All he's going to need, he has 3 air defenses exposed already, and all those giant bomb spots that make sense will be enclosed with that earthquake spell. So he's going to create the funnel for his Valks, just drop him right in there with a rage, and then he's just going to send his hogs around the outside of the base, and they're going to wreck it up. So as you can see, all the Valks going into the center. I believe he only brought 6 or 7. But that's not going to be a big deal. Valks are so tanky, nothing's really going to hurt them under heal. So he's going to start sending his hogs in from the left side of the screen. Only a couple point defense is targeting them, so they're going to have no problem staying alive, as he still has 12 in the bag. As you guys can see, Valks are still up in the core along with both of his heroes. Obviously 30-30 heroes are, you know, really a pain to get rid of as a defense from the defensive standpoint. So great attack by Austin, and he's just going to rip through this base. Look at that. He only triggered 2 giant bombs the whole time, just completely avoiding the pathing. Obviously, most of these attacks were cleanup attacks, just because of the nature of the fair play war clan, but a very large percentage of them being cleanups. There were also, by definition, were a small percentage that were first-time attacks. I don't know which were which. I don't have enough time to comb through the war logs and see which attacks were 3 stars the very first time, nor the motivation, frankly, but you guys get the picture. So we're going to take a look at 2 more, the first of which is going to be 28. AC taking on Hold My Beer. I'm sure you guys have seen Hold My Beer's attacks in some of Jake's recaps, but now I believe it's time to see him on the other end of attack, getting 3-starred by AC. So he's going to drop down 1 Golem at the very top. You guys don't see that very much, just taking advantage of what Hold My Beer has given him. 2 Teslas, 1 Archer Queen, 1 Air Sweeper, 2 Archer Towers, that Wizard Tower, the CC, and the Air Defense are all in that compartment right there. So although you guys, obviously those bases oftentimes are traps, where the Queen is not going to have very many traps around her. Obviously no Seeking Air Mines over there, but not a big deal with what he's getting for that 1 Golem trade in his heroes. So the Queen's just going to finish up with that storage right there, pop on into the center of that compartment, and she's going to activate her ability, I believe, right around now, as he's going to send in the rest of his Laloon attacks. I'm sorry, I believe I missed the ability by a little bit. She's not going to activate until she gets a little bit lower, maybe in range of this point defense, as he drops his first haste spell, followed by another. Sorry about that, guys. There goes the ability. First Hound is down. The rest are coming in, and he is going to 3-star this base. No problem. Look at that, 2 rage spells. He's basically going to drop 1 and then drop another right next to where he needs it. So he's still got two hounds up. There we go. 1 is down, and he's still got that 1 on the air defense. I don't believe it goes down, just because he's going to rage all his loons into the center there. That hound's still going to have a little bit of HP left, and that's going to be that. Just clean up for the rest of the time. So I was going to show 2 more attacks, this one included, but now that we got this big orange thing in the center of the screen, I think now is a good place to stop. So thank you guys very much for watching. Great war to OneHive and the RWCS, and hopefully we'll have a lot more like this in the future. This is Gilgamesh from Red Phoenix signing out. See you guys later. Bye.